Look.
Listen.
Taylor.
Welcome to episode 198 of the Look Listen cast. Today, we're going to watch a big, giant, fun musical. It's the first one in 3 years. We had Pokemon Music Fest 2023, and now we got Pokemon Music Fest 2026. Everybody's favorite musical extravaganza because they got to take a week off to do Wonder Voyage. Gamers, shouts out. This is a podcast. It's about Pokemon, the Horizons anime, and other things. Today's kind of about other things because it's a Pokemon musical and not Pokemon Horizons. I'm telling you guys right off the top, I had a wonderful time with this big, fancy Pokemon music extravaganza. Can somebody, one of you, please say to me the title of it in English?
Pokemon Music Fest 2026.
Or in Japanese, Pokétto Monster音楽祭.
I thought you were just going to say Pocket Monsters and that would be it.
Pocket Monsters, we did it again. Everybody, listen up. Before we get into discussion of this incredible musical, or whatever, maybe Geese, Peep, and Taylor aren't going to say it's incredible. We'll find out later. But before that, our first segment of the week has finally arrived. It's time for What You Been Geesin', Peep of the Week. I had to really think real hard because, once again, I didn't see any movies. I didn't play any new video games, but I can tell you, because I didn't mention it last week, I'm still watching The Testaments, and The Testaments continues to be good.
Is it a testament to good television?
Sure, compared to most television, I would say absolutely, it's good. But you do have to watch all of Handmaid's Tale, because it's the sequel series, so if you got too bored with that, I guess you're not going to be able to force yourself to watch Testaments, but I'm still having a good time.
It's the sequel, not the prequel?
It's the sequel. Also, in Pokemon Go news, because I never update that enough, huge news on my Pokemon Go account. I got both Shiny Diancie and Shiny Keldeo on the exact same day. That's right, I did 2 Masterworks research simultaneously. Here's the ridiculous news, guys. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I bought the Shiny Keldeo ticket thinking I needed Shiny Keldeo. And then after I bought the Shiny Keldeo Masterworks research ticket, I realized, I already have a Shiny Keldeo from completing the home decks. So this Shiny Keldeo is going to just hang out in home, and that's just hang out in Pokemon Go, and that's all it's going to do. Whereas Shiny Diancie, I've already moved over. So shouts out. They give you a little cutscene. Everybody having a wonderful time. Geese Peep, please take it away with your What You Been Geesin' Peep of the Week.
I went to New York, the big city. I was going to meet my cousin who lives in Manhattan, and she was coming from a work trip in Boston, and we had planned it so that our trains would arrive at Penn at around the same time, and then we would, go back to her place together. Now, my train arrived early, which was surprising. However, she got stuck on her train for 5 hours. So she actually didn't get home until 3:30 a.m. So I had to, in my frantic and anxious state, navigate from Penn back to her apartment alone. And that was anxiety-inducing.
Scary gamers.
I had to, for some reason, my Google Maps wasn't working. So when I finally got off the subway, I had to share my location with my sister on WhatsApp. And then she looked at my location and I was on the phone with her and she gave me directions verbally to my cousin's apartment. And then her roommate had to let me in.
Like the good old days.
Yes. But the next day we got bagels. I had a egg everything bagel. It was good, but guys, it's just too much cream cheese, and the cream cheese is really bad for me in my stomach.
You got to say no shamir or half shamir. They'll give you less shamir if you ask for less shamir, I'm sure.
I know, but it's also I'm paying for the full amount. I don't want to get I want my money's worth.
I'd rather be crippled over in pain
than
lose a couple dollars.
Exactly, you get it. Thank you. And so anyway, the next day I then took the train from New York to New Haven to go visit my sister because she was graduating. Now there are 2 Masters of Sciences in our household.
Wow.
And then my other sister is a PhD. So really, educated women. Hashtag girl boss. Hashtag gaslight.
Overeducated,
Anyway.
some may say.
Some may say. Anyway, we celebrated, as in me, my sister, my cousin, and then my cousin's friends. We did a New Haven pizza tour since my sister is moving to Long Island. We did Zoo Parties, which is the closest pizza place where my sister currently lives. We did another local place that starts with a C that I can't remember. Like
CC's Pizza. See, I've been waiting the entire time to say CC's Pizza.
And then the last place was Modern. And we ran the numbers, we did the math, and Modern is the best pizza.
Shouts out Modern in Connecticut. Put it on your list of pizza to eat.
Also, I'm back on my BS, as the kids would say. I've been playing Stardew with Mr. Boilerplate and Mr. Artwork, and they have never played Stardew Valley before, and I have played like 900 hours of it, so I'm like really guiding that experience, and it's a good game.
Sold many copies, made the man many millions of dollars.
Which we love.
Taylor, it is your turn for Geese of the Week. What you been, peeps?
I had a Gundam-a-thon trying to prepare myself for today's movie, which was, okay, I'm going to get the title right.
Shouts out Mario U Comics for recommending this movie to Taylor. Shouts out.
I'm very glad I saw it in theaters. It is called Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, Secret of Nymph Circe or Circe or Circe or Search.
Circe Lannis. Wait, hold on. You're telling me they have that word in the title but never say it out loud?
They do, but they said it amidst a lot of other stuff, and I was hoping they would say it again, and they just didn't. Afterwards, so that is a unit title that was inherited. It's a unit title. It was inherited from the original owner of the unit named Kimberly. I know after hearing that title, you would say, of course, that is a great entry point into the series. It's not. I saw what Google recommended, which is Char's Counterattack. I own that. That's a sequel movie to Mobile Suit Gundam 0079, which is, of course, the first Gundam show from the 80s that I never watched. That's not what you need to watch. If you want to watch this, just watch the other Gundam Hathaway movie, because this is the second part of a trilogy. And they started the movie with, hey, previously on Gundam Hathaway. And I was like, oh, I'm smooth sailing. Not the case. A bunch of 1 second snips from the first movie, no context.
Why is Anne Hathaway in the Gundam movie?
Because she's in Devil Wears Prada as well. So I think it was just an opportunity.
Oh, there's a crossover.
Exactly.
Okay.
So they're going to have Stanley Tucci X Gundam.
You actually don't pronounce the X, so it's Anne Hathaway Gundam, like Hunter, as everybody knows.
I thought it was Cross.
Yeah, like Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Exactly, Taylor. You're correct.
Oh, sick. So, anyway, I don't know what I'm doing in this movie. I watched the first movie summary. This is a lot. I watched a lot of Gundam. Okay.
It's a Gundam week.
So much. We're going to start it last week. I finished Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury.
No, there's nothing funny about that. You've already told us last week you watched Mobile Suit
I watched
Gundam
part 1 last week.
Right.
This time I finished part 2. It's okay. They kind of went off the reservation at the end. Had some really goofball plot points. I don't know. It was fine. The first half was really fun. The second half was fine. What's going to be Gundam Wing? You know,
exactly.
Answer that question.
Is Amuro in the movie?
It's kind of. I don't want to say spoilers, but they have flashbacks of him, which is shocking because this takes place 21 years after that. So he easily could be in this movie, I think.
Maybe he got sick.
I don't remember a lot about Gundam. I remember the name Amuro, and I remember something about Texas.
Oh, yeah. Texas is on Earth. So there you go. That checks out. Amuro, main character.
As the only person to have ever lived in Texas among the three of us, I can tell you right now, the kid across the street used to watch Gundam Wing, and he described it as a soap opera, but it's a cartoon. And I said, wow.
It's really sick. What he was kind of selling it short because it's more of a what would you even call it? It's a political drama,
like Columbo.
That's more of a mystery of the week. This is more of a let's kidnap this person to use them as a hostage while we're trying to come to a treaty.
What I'm hearing is X-Files cross West Wing.
Exactly. That's how they got Gundam Wing.
Yeah.
I thought Texas was like the name of the ship or a Gundam or a gun or something.
Very close. Depending on what kind of or what part of Texas you're talking about, that is where it gets its name. It's called White Base. All right. Finish Witch from Mercury. I then say, okay, time for Gundam Hathaway's sorcery is Nymph Cersei. This is a mistake. Someone online tries to help me, saying, hey, better prepare. I then look up what we need to do. Michael and I collaborate, try to figure out what I need to watch. It says Char's Counterattack. Google almost got it right. Almost. Well, his name's Char, the Red Comet. So I start... Well, that was the first one. It was Mobile Suit Gundam Streep, then Hathaway, and then Tucci's the third one. So I start watching the first movie summary that they released of the original run from the 80s. It is rough. It is anime from the 80s, but good Lord, is it a good plot? I'm watching it the entire time, and I'm like, the amount of kids wandering around with like actual PTSD is insane.
Taylor, I have a question. What on earth do you mean it's an anime from the 80s? It's rough. Japan had so many millions of dollars in the bubble economy, they were putting out Akira left and right. What do you mean?
Oh, it's no Akira.
Oh.
Well, it is too much. It was just too many things, and it wasn't a movie. Like, the movies are all really well animated, but you can see, like, sometimes the outlines will go past the colors will go past the character's outline and stuff. But there's a charm to it. I actually think you would really like it, but it is very full of geopolitical intrigue. That's the whole thing.
This has been way too long of an anime minute, but I will end on me saying I thought about going to see it, but then I remembered that I saw another Gundam movie in theaters, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago or something. And I remember absolutely nothing about it. So I said,
It's a lot, and it is not for everybody. So, few things. I watched the first movie synopsis of the first third of the original run, which was 52 episodes or whatever. So what is that? Like the first 17 episodes, I guess. Really cool, but pacing issues because it's summarizing a whole lot. So I got 2/3 of the way through the second movie, and I was like, I should just watch the series. And I said, I'm just going to go into this movie blind. That's okay. The series is incredible. Everybody should go watch it. It is so much better than you would think. My goodness, if only shows were this good.
What? Okay.
It's a good series.
Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep, Texas.
Yeah.
What specific series? Is this Mobile Suit
Gundam, currently known as Gundam 0079, which is UC 79.
This is the one that's currently still being made?
This is the one that started it all. This is that timeline.
What's the one that I watched?
When they went back in time, they split the timeline, Geese Peep, so you don't get it.
Name one character from the one you watched.
Amuro.
He is a character from the first one.
Perfect.
But he's also, I think, a character in Z Gundam and Double Z Gundam.
What's the chibi Gundam they put on Toonami? You know the one.
That's like Gundam SD Warriors or something.
Yes, everybody's favorite.
I watched a couple episodes of that and I could not take it seriously. Like, everything was too cute, and I was like, we're just playing at the beach.
Yeah, that's fun. Geese Peep loves playing at the beach. Taylor, is it time to talk about Lunar too?
Not yet.
Oh God, we got.
I haven't. It was my whole week. This has been my life. Was just Gundam. This is like when I binged Game of Thrones.
I'm invested.
So, finally, everybody go watch Gundam. It's amazing. Way better than a lot of TV that's out now. I then go into the theater thinking, that's okay. It's just me. I'll be able to look up some stuff. There's one other dude. Exactly the demographic you would think. We both fall into that. And he's sitting 6 rows up behind me. I don't want to be rude. And halfway through the first half of the movie, so quarter of the way through the movie, right after the title pops, because they do a real cool title pop, I say, my God, I have no idea what's going on at all. I mean, 0%. I know basics. I know who Char is. I know who Amuro is. I know all about the Earth colonies and everything. No idea who these random guerrilla factions that were all inherited from somebody else. So everybody's using fake names for their guerrilla factions that are also based on characters that I have no idea about.
So like Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong?
Yeah, like one of them's just Kimberly faction. I'm looking up who's Kimberly. There's nothing. The wiki's vacant. It's like, oh, I think it's this, but then it was inherited by this person, and here's a pilot.
Well, that's your first mistake, right? You should have searched in Japanese for the...
I really should have. So I'm sitting there trying to understand what's going on in front of me. They have a couple really sick scenes in this. Most of it is indecipherable nonsense because I'm not familiar with the first movie, the direct prequel to this. They have a fight. If you are into mecha anime fights, you need to watch the fight in the desert in the last 10, 15 minutes of the film. It is completely silent. The only thing you hear is a bunch of breathing and a bunch of missile alarms going off for the entire thing. And it's one of the I'm going to say it is top 2 favorite mech fight I've ever seen. And that's including like Evangelion, that's including Big O, that's including Old Noah Zero. So sick. Just the constant sound of alarms going off is so sick. So everybody go watch that. At the very least, go watch that because it's incredibly sick. But I then realized the guy behind me probably also didn't know what was going on because he left before the movie was over.
Oh,
I was thinking the audience that would have to watch a movie, and he was all ready. We were both wearing shirts with cats or anime on them. We were both so ready to be a part of the audience for this. And he just abandoned it.
That makes me so sad because I was hoping the story was going to be you had a question, you asked your boy in the back, and he says, I got you, and explains it.
That is exactly what I was hoping for starting at about the halfway of the movie. I was thinking, I can't wait to ask this guy so many questions. And I looked behind me and he's gone. Maybe he wasn't there to begin with.
Yeah, maybe it's a figment of your imagination. Is it time for Lunar 2, Taylor?
Yes, it is. I have finally finished Lunar 2.
Secret of the Blue Moon.
Eternal Blue.
That's what I said.
Very close to Blue Moon. Parts of the moon are blue in that game. Such an interesting concept. Just the games take place on the moon. It's crazy. That's why I call it the Eternal Blue, you see. I'm now starting the epilogue. Am I going to fall off before I get the platinum? I don't know. Probably. 60-40 for your call she bets. Still a good game. Still really fun. Everyone should play it. Shouts out to Working Designs. I'm also getting ready for my big trip to Mexico. I'm going to Tulum on Friday. I got free diving fins. And Geese, have you ever donned free diving fins before?
They're the really long ones, right?
Yeah.
I've never worn them.
I'm going to bring them to California next time because they're so much fun. They're not faster than the ones that I was wearing, the big white ones that I have, but they're easier to use. There's like no leg fatigue at all. I was just doing back-to-back laps in the pool yesterday underwater, no breathing, no issues. Anyway, I still don't have a camera, but we are going into cenotes. I have a habit of doing a certain type of dive as soon as there's a diving incident. So, previous examples include going to Egypt less than a week after that Russian dude died via tiger shark. Going into caverns less than a week after giant Maldives cave diving incident.
You're playing the odds. You think,
exactly.
Well, there was just a tragedy. Lightning can't strike twice.
Well, it's more the caves met their quota.
Yep, exactly. It's like
shark was full.
Yeah, it's
caves are full.
Roulette ball fell on black 10 times in a row. I'm betting red. All right, are we prepared for
Poké-news of the week?
Scared me legitimately.
There was a horse last week. There can be a monkey this week. It's okay. Our first piece of Pokemon news this week from SarahB.net. Look at this, everybody. Scroll down in your docs. The first Pokemon-themed airport, the Noto Satoyama Pokemon with You Airport, will open on July 7th, 2026 until September 30th, 2029. I can't wait to go to this airport and see all these adorable Pokemon.
What does this even mean? Can you fly there? Like what?
Yes,
What?
it's a real airport, and it's getting an entire Pokemon makeover.
But why is? Oh, okay. So it's an airport that exists right now.
Yes. Also, big news as of today, we didn't even have to watch this musical because guess what? The short video Dragonite and the special delivery has finally been released in English. Some people thought it would never happen. We love this Dragonite animation. You guys remember this one, right? With Dragonite, it was cute.
I do.
Fun.
I was actually hoping that was a sequel.
No, if only. And that concludes Poké-news of the week. It is now time to discuss not an episode of Pokemon, but a big, giant musical festival.
It's not a musical, just to put that right out there.
It is a music fest. So somebody please, one more time, for the gamers in the back, who maybe they skipped ahead, what is the name of this in English?
Pokemon Music Festival 2026.
Or fest. Or Japanese, Pokémon Talk音楽祭. Geese Peep, can I get a one-sentence synopsis before I start just letting everybody know every inch of this hour-long special?
Singing, dancing, idols, good time.
That's exactly correct. We open with a big intro of the very first Pokemon game, Pokemon Red. We're looking at it. We got a big orchestra playing the title screen song. It's so sick. Taylor, look at the last 30 years. Look at all the memories. 1996, what a year to be alive. You got Raising Cane's, you got Pokemon. It's the best year of all time.
Listen, I'm all for nostalgia.
Who isn't?
I like anniversaries. It was kind of fun when they were dialing the time back and showing Red. But I've seen this image so many times, and I've seen...
The music was sick.
I've been over nostalgicized.
No.
I see things and I'm like, yup, when I was a kid.
But they're playing the song with an orchestra that scientifically is going to make your emotions go. Look.
I have nostalgia fatigue.
Taylor.
Give me something new.
They show the anime, 1997. Open in the first Pokemon Center, 1998. The first movie, the first airplane. ANA. Only Pwn Airways. Everybody loves it.
I'm too critical. If you're opening with a nostalgia dump, I'm going to be way too critical.
Well, in the timeline they show, apparently nobody cares about Gold and Silver, but in 2003, Ruby and Sapphire come out. And then jump forward 5 years later to the first Pokemon Shinkansen, 2008, 2016, we got Pokemon Go. You like Pokemon Go. You love women in raids with a Heatran.
I forgot to play Dino Community Day.
I'm sorry. I did ping everybody, and I keep telling you to get back on Discord so I can tell you.
I can't. It's such a headache, and it just keeps signing me out. It's not even worth talking to customer service because they're like, we're doing our best. We don't know.
Well, they did our part. They just asked you to do yours. All I got to say about Pokemon and everything Pokemon related, Geese Peep, the Japanese love this stuff.
These guys love Pokemon, and you cannot deny it.
So there is one thing I will say about this variety show that I really, really liked. And that's the Japanese enthusiasm.
Oh.
And it's something, so it's kind of, I was thinking about what you had said a lot. You had said a while ago about Stranger Things Season 5, how all of the cast were way better when they were kids because they could get more into the role because they weren't ever thinking about, I'm an actor. Yeah. It was just like, oh, wow, this wall's scary. The Japanese just never lose that. And it got me thinking a lot about voice acting, too.
We shouldn't mythologize, that's not a word, the Japanese too much. They're better at pretending. We'll give them that. There may be somebody on that panel that actually doesn't care about Pokemon. It's a chance, but they certainly look like they do, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I mean, they had enough representation there that seemed genuinely enthusiastic, and I can't see them pulling that off outside of Pee Wee Herman or a guy from...
Bluey.
Blue Couch.
Blue and a big, Blue Dog.
Bear and the Big Blue Dog.
Blue's Clues.
Yeah, Blue's Clues.
I know exactly what you mean, Taylor. It'd be tough to pull that off in the United States with a bunch of grown adults being genuinely into it. I completely understand. how they feel because Pokemon is wonderful. In 2018, Taylor, it shows Let's Go Pikachu Eevee. It shows Scarlet and Violet. 2026, Poké Park Kanto. I have to go so bad. I want to go to Poké Park Kanto. You go to the Pokemon Center. Nurse Joy says hello. She waves. Geese Peep. Kidding me?
She tells you to go to the airport.
Also, they show a few flashes of Pokemon Concierge and Ash becoming champion and whatnot. And now it's time. People, listeners of this podcast will be excited about this. After the little intro, it's time to get into Pokemon Horizons. And Captain Pikachu comes out. And did you guys love all the Japanese people yelling, Kappa, Kappa?
Yes.
So excited. Kappa this. They're so excited to see Captain Pikachu. And we got all the stars, Geese Peep. We got Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxley, Alcremie, Pagogo-chan, Dragonite, Taylor, Shiny Lucario comes out.
I was surprised.
Remember how good the starters are in
When
the
they're
show?
adorable?
Remember them, they're cute.
Yeah, that's what we talked about last week when we watched episode 1 again. That's big point I was making is, man, it was sick when everybody was adorable, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Good times.
Well, and when they were important.
Yeah. Okay, we get some Horizons theme songs going. I, for one, getting emotional. It's so sick. We get the performer of the theme song, Osmi, with... Now we get the introduction of one of my favorite things of this entire Pokemon Fest. And forgive me, I'm not fluent in Japanese, but I did pick up some things going on watching it. But I think what they do is every time somebody speaks, on their little profile icon where it says their name, it shows their favorite Pokemon. And I think that is the most wonderful thing in the world. I love their little Pokemon profile picture.
That's what I assumed was going on.
So we got the performer Osmi with her little Baneri profile picture. She's singing the opening song. We're seeing footage from early Horizons. Taylor, who could forget Big Magical Leaf versus Galarian Moltres?
It didn't take me that long to get... Because I noticed the little favorite Pokemon in the corner. I got real tuned out of this whole event very quickly. Not one person had Bidoof as their favorite. And I was thinking, there's no class on this stage.
Wow. Bold.
Anyway, my next note is, this is great. So emotional. Geese Peep, go ahead.
Too much to...
Can we rewind a little bit and acknowledge the elephant in the room that is... Shiny Lucario, man.
I was going to get Shiny Lucario.
What's wrong with Shiny Lucario? Everybody's favorite character.
It's a bad yellow.
The fact that all the other Pokemon are like, like the big mascot suits and then it's just a man.
It's realistic. Yeah. I was laughing at that as soon as I saw Fuecoco.
Geese Peep. Lucario is in the human type egg pool, so he just looks like a human.
But it's
dog.
like you have an 8-foot tall Fuecoco stomping around and a 4-foot tall Lucario. Like,
you guys gotta have a little imagination in your life.
And we haven't even gotten to Roy and Liko yet.
We haven't even got. Okay,
we can skip right on by them. I don't need more nightmares.
I need you to be very aware that this is spoilers for a little bit later. When the people come out in full Liko and Roy mascot outfits, I'm going to tell you right now, they're 100 times more palatable in their time skip versions than they were 3 years ago in their little kid versions. I'll tell you that much right now.
Why didn't they just make chibi, like giant chibis?
That'd be way cuter. Yeah, just like look like the Fuecoco, like, they're like stout. Yeah, that'd be fun. I don't know. Anyway, they speak Japanese for a while. I'm sure Geese Peep and Taylor understood thank you and perhaps truly when they said honto, hontoni.
Sugoi.
All right, gamers.
Hogator?
That was a great part. Let's send it over to Yuno-chan and Charmander. And her favorite Pokemon is Tinkatink. She's even dressed just like her. Isn't that great?
She was my favorite presenter.
She's also a known fan of the podcast.
Yeah, Yuno-chan, she's always listening. She loves English.
Because the best episode of the show is Tinkaton.
Yep. And I bet Taylor was losing it when spoilers, they show Tinkaton evolution scene later in the episode. Later in the special fest. And Yuno-chan, with her, she's got the world-renowned idol group, Cutie Street. Alongside Gyarados lover, Kyohei. He loves Pokemon cards.
Cutie Street is the street where I live on.
Whoa, don't dox yourself.
Oh yeah, we need to cut that. Also, very funny scene. I don't know if you understood what was happening, but Yuno-chan apologizes to Charmander when she said Tinkatink is her favorite Pokemon and says, "Oh, no, Charmander, don't worry. I still love you." It was funny. It was a good scene. And now, you guys, because this was originally broadcast on television, you're going to notice this a lot. If you're watching this, they're constantly throughout the special giving you a little clip of guess what's coming next. So they'll do that before a commercial break or whatever.
It's fun.
I, for one, Taylor, am most excited about the man who says all of the Pokemon names very quickly in a song and rap type fashion.
He was the
impressive
best one.
He's very good at his job. That was the best
musical number.
We also see a Quackavall man, a true man of taste. Did you see him wearing the Quackavall shirt? He loves that man. Maybe he voices Quackavall. I don't know. You tell me.
Probably. It has very limited lines.
Oh, yeah. Geese Peep, now we're gonna cut to a scene of a Japanese actor opening some Pokemon packs, and he's gonna build 1,000,000 Jolteons out of those Lego type things. I forget what they're called. Taylor, do you know the names of those bricks?
I think those were micro bricks. You can get them on AliExpress or Temu for like $4.
Well, they're all over. Every store in Japan has a ton of these where you just build your little Pokemon. This man loves Jolteon. Apparently, he built. I think he has the Guinness World Record for most Jolteons built in 10 minutes or something.
He probably has most carpal tunnel too.
Probably. Then we're going to cut to an AKB48 girl with her little Yamper plush. She's a big fan of the Pokemon anime, and she's losing her mind when the voice actors for Liko and Roy do the voices. You know what? I think it's time for another theme song. Let's get 1,000,000 Gengar out here, and I believe this group is called Stingray, perhaps. Ready, go. Bring out the Pikachus.
It was...
I like the Gengars.
I did too. It was just a lot.
Wow, you gotta dance.
How much do you think each of those like mascot suits cost to make?
Ooh, tens of thousands of dollars.
Do you think they're their own in-house mascot maker, or do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
They probably use it for theme parks and events.
Yeah, Poke Park Enter. Yeah,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, does Game Freak have their own in-house mascot division, or do they do third party to make their mascots?
First of all, Pokemon Company International owned 3 ways. Nintendo, Game Freak, Creatures.
Whatever.
It's Scopely.
Whatever.
Scopely has it.
Scopely has not. What I'm saying is, you two know, and the audience is well aware. Every single event, every time a new train opens, every time somebody gets the key to the city in Japan, who comes out? It's a Pokemon mascot. So there's Pokemon mascots all over the country, thousands of them. We get a bunch of fun footage of some Pokemon dancing in the anime. I believe the artist on stage right now is called Mi-I. And this is where they show Tinkaton evolution footage. Yes, Geese Peep?
This is they're singing Ready Go.
Ready Go. Taylor must be losing it, like I said earlier. And now, after that, we're going to watch the Buddy Buddy song that came out on Pokemon Day. Look at all these fans dancing. This song took the world by storm. The Poké Dance, everybody doing their social media submissions. Look at everybody. Buddy Buddy, what a great song. You kidding me? So catchy.
I love idols.
Yes. And Pokemon. And they did a little animation. So many views on this thing. And then, why don't we teach the entire panel how to do the dance? Follow along, everybody. Lots of fun. Taylor, send it back to Yuno-chan. Oh. She's gonna announce Poké Dance, Buddy Buddy.
Doki doki da 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 da.
We got a lot of Pokemon dancing for the Buddy Buddy. Yeah, bam. We got Pikachu, Scorbunny, Eevee, Psyduck, Ditto disguised as a Pikachu. Yuno-chan, Clefairy, Squirtle, Fuecoco, Piplup, Shiny Bulbasaur, which maybe they described for some reason in Japanese. I don't know, but that Bulbasaur
was it really?
He was definitely shiny.
I missed that.
Was it? Okay.
Look at the shade of green. That's the shiny. Shiny Lucario. I mean, he was even hanging out with Shiny Lucario. So maybe there's going to be a shiny.
It could have been. Could have
been the wind. Maybe Shiny Bulbasaur will be in Wonder Void. Who's to say? Charmander, Gengar, everybody dance, Buddy Buddy, yeah, man. And then Captain Pikachu walks away past the Ludicolo and Mimikyu, Alcremie, Psyduck, Beware, Banette. All the stars are here, Geese Peep. And did you see for 1 second, just for you, Geese Peep, they flashed a Rowlet? They show a Rowlet for 1 second. All right, guys. Now we're getting to a segment I know everybody here is going to love. It's time for the entirety of the Fuecoco segment. He says hungies, hungies over and over again, Taylor, to the cast of the Music Fest. And then now, next segment of the Pokemon Fest.
Then now,
It's time to talk about famous Pokemon fans that are musicians who make music for Pokemon sometimes or say something about Pokemon. We got Ed Sheeran doing the credits for Scarlet Violet, Taylor. You loved Ed Sheeran.
Every time I see this and I watch these people who are like, oh, we found a gamer. It's like, yeah okay.
Taylor,
why don't they ever call me for those segments?
I don't know. You need to talk to Post Malone. Taylor, don't lie to me. Did you laugh and or crack a smile when they said, Katy Perry?
I was cracking up because I'm pretty sure that wasn't her for the first half.
No,
I think it was just some random girl.
Who is that other woman singing on the guitar? Because that was
I was going to say Guitar Girl. Maybe it's her daughter.
No, it's Katy Perry.
Maybe it's an impersonator.
Katy Perry
They ran out of their budget on the Gengar outfit, so they couldn't get Katy Perry.
Katy Perry performing with Pikachu. Also, from Japan, look, it's Yaosobi. Everybody knows them. Biri Biri, the classic song that they play.
Oh, I thought they were just like fashion designers.
Also, Lady Gaga's here, but for some reason, Lady Gaga doesn't get the big reveal that everybody else got. Everybody else was like, who's this mystery character from this mystery land? And Lady Gaga, they're just like, oh yeah, Lady Gaga. She really loves Jigglypuff.
Someone on the panel refers to her as Gaga-san later, and I lost it.
It's her name, Gaga-san. Gaga, comma lady. Okay. Then they show the rest of the famous people from the Super Bowl ad. We all know all these athletes. They all love Pikachu. Sure. We then get probably the funniest moment of the entire music fest when Fuecoco walks away all sad because he wants Lady Gaga to love him and not Jigglypuff. What a scene.
It was great.
Hysterical. They can't cheer him up, Geese Peep. They got the sad Italian music going.
Oh, I thought that was like French accordion sad.
Taylor, what's the one thing we could do to cheer up Fuecoco if we've got the voice actor for Roy standing right here?
Cheer him on.
Ho, 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 hoge, hoge, ta gambate. She goes so hard into the Hogeita song. She's, what a great voice
really actor. Shouts out. She really gave her all. Like, she really stepped up for this.
She believes.
The only problem I had during this was, and I don't know if this is a camera issue or a director issue or a cast issue, but I was so hyped. This was the only part of the show where I was like, yeah, let's get it. And you see her and she's going crazy. And so many of them are just like smiling and clapping a little bit. And I was thinking, why? Don't even put them on the screen. They don't need to be here.
But it's the hard rock version of the Hogeita song. Hogeita, Genkidase. And the fireworks go off and Fuecoco is happy again. What a wonderful moment. I'm so happy to see that little boy happy. All right. It's time for the Rising Voltacular rap from the early outros. Fun song. And you two take it away. Again, these are way less offensive than they were 3 years ago when they were kids. Who walks out?
It's still terrifying.
Liko and Roy.
Humans and human cartoon body.
It's like this is what you would see in a Five Nights at Freddy's. It would be like, go into Pokemon, and then you just see this face. Because if you're gonna do anime faces, don't put them on human bodies.
Ooh,
it's not. You can't have everything line up except eyes that are 50 times bigger. It's not, and you can't look like a Lego.
You know, Taylor, there's something we call the uncanny valley, and when you look at these lifelike Liko and Roys in the eye, you certainly feel something, don't you?
This descended way past Uncanny Valley and straight into the underworld. That's
Mariana
where these two
Trench
popped up from.
Of mascots. People were losing it 3 years ago when they came out with the Liko and Roys. I was going to mention this later, but can I just say right now, because I can't hold it anymore, poor Dot. She doesn't even get to be in the final episode. She's not even invited to Pokemon Fest.
Alta's like, I guess I get it, but no Dot?
That is wild.
Insane. Because you can't even argue that she wasn't in the first couple episodes.
They must have built the costumes before they added Dot as a character.
They were too backed up in Gengars. I wonder if the voice actor for Dot did something horrible and
No.
got written out of the
No.
script and this show. What? Make sense of it. Make it make sense.
Oh, God. Anyway, even though Geese Peep and Taylor hate these mascots, I find it a little heartwarming that the voice actors for the characters get to hold hands with the mascots.
I don't hate
That is
them.
cute.
I fear them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
So we're getting the sick rapping outro we got in the early seasons, and everybody in the background, the whole panel's holding little plushies of the Pokemon that are being sung about. My favorite one is Tauros. I got to get myself a Tauros plushie because that was adorable. I love that little guy.
I want them to do all of the variations too.
Yeah, Geese Peep, you must have lost your mind when they got to the bird section of the song. Did you see all those birds, all those wings?
I did. Also, this song went for a really long time.
It's a long song. Well, because I think what it is they just combined every version of it they ever did. You only heard a shortened version of it each episode when they would sing different Pokemon, and they just did them all.
My problem with a lot of the music in this music fest is that the songs sound virtually identical.
No, what are you talking about? I'm snapping
Exact
along.
same, same beat, same themes, same voice. They were like, hey, you know that note? Hit the same thing. Same one.
Okay, enough of that. Taylor, it is time for our favorite song. That's right. Let's get Masayoshi-san out here. That man can sing all 1,025 Pokemon very quickly in a rap.
Wait, what's his name?
Masayoshi.
Okay. Shouts out to subtitles because it just kept saying Oishi.
Yeah, that's his other name. Oishi Masayoshi.
Mr. Delicious?
Yep. Masayoshi-san, get out here. Oh my God, he's so sick. Everybody in the panel's going, eh. Taylor, thank goodness this man went as hard as he did when he got to Goldango. As he should. Did you hear how high how he lost it when he got to Goldango? Did you see it, Taylor?
Yes, I did. And this guy should have been on the stage.
Oh yeah, he's too busy. He's too important and popular.
I guess so. It just sucks when the most talented person, like, people understand their talent.
Yeah. Geese Peep, did you see the girl with the Gloom plush in this? A kindred spirit? That's her favorite Pokemon?
I also have that plush.
Do you?
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's right here, Taylor.
I don't.
Hold on. My
wait.
Pokeball's gonna fall.
I don't believe you. I wonder how many kids lose their Pokeballs.
Look at that Gloom. She loves Gloom.
They must have tracking.
Now, even though the Goldango part was sick, Taylor, the sickest part of that song.
That's so cute.
Oh, look at little Teddy Ursa. The sickest part of that song is when he's doing that build up and it sounds kind of spooky and he's going, Raikou, Entei, Sweet Coon. And then super fast through all the Paradox legendaries. It was so sick.
The cool thing is
So
they made it like, I don't know how they came up with this song, but it was so much more than the sum of its parts. It wasn't just a dude trying to get through as many names as possible. They made a sick song out of it.
So while everybody's favorite talented artist is singing all the Pokemon names, we see lots of scenes of the panel doing little skits and having fun. They're dancing, they're goofing. The funniest scene, probably, is when Terapagos terrifies all of the poor young women by just standing in a closed elevator. I was laughing.
What an interesting elevator. I was like, are they in a bathroom? Like, why are there bathroom stalls? And then,
It did look like
it's
a
an
bathroom.
elevator.
It did look like a bathroom.
To be fair, it looked, Fuecoco was in a bathroom with another man.
It was. He was? No, it just looks like a bathroom. I don't think it's not legal. Taylor?
Unless he's a little baby and someone's helping him use a human toilet.
Taylor, it is now time for the next segment of the Pokemon Fest. Can you please tell us what Vocaloid sensation walks up onto the screen with a female Pikachu?
Hatsune Miku herself.
And it's so sick how her voice is going with the video game battle music and it goes into the beat and does its own thing. Oh my God, the Pikachu, her friendly female Pikachu partner, runs up on stage, does a giant Volt tackle live for the entire audience.
It's very fun.
My God.
It's very sick.
It's really sick. I would love that.
we got to go to a good Hatsune Miku concert and not a dinky one like Taylor.
Go to go to the one that I went to the first time and not the one I went to the second time. Shouts out to Crunchyroll and their horrific distribution of the last concert. Terrible. My goodness. I know people got fired over that. I still can't believe the levels of ineptitude that ran that concert into the ground. Just so many people in the boiling sun. They had a Hatsune Miku concert. It was like 5,000 to 10,000 people. They put a TV instead of a hologram, and they gave out 100 wands. That's it, 100. Like what? Like words are not enough.
He'll go off. No, I mean you got to watch her in Japan. It's the only.
Yes, go see her when she's good. Don't see that nonsense.
Okay. All right. Well, that was a great performance. Thank you very much, Hatsune Miku. Now, hey guys, and I'm proud of myself for understanding Japanese enough to understand what was about to happen next. What if we get a little sneak peek of next week's opening theme song for Pokemon Horizons Wonder Voyage? Bring out the Pikachus! Again, poor Dot. She's not here, but what are you going to do?
I mean, you got to cut ties with that voice actor.
All right, real sick. What an intro. Thank you, girls. Now, back to Yuno-chan with Cutie Street for the new season ending song. Kyuto no Kyutai. It's the ending song for Wonder Voyage. Now, back to the orchestra. Bring back the Pikachus. Why'd they even leave? Yes,
they did some kind of ritual where they were all walking in a circle. They summoned the great Pikachu god.
Yeah, Captain Pikachu.
Straight from Sun and Moon.
And now...
Probably.
What? No. And now... What? And now, let's watch some Wonder Voyage clips in the back. They're going fishing with Fritos.
I was cracking up during this. They just... we'll see how Wonder Voyage goes.
Yeah, maybe it'll be fun. All right, it's over. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the grand sponsors of the event. TVer, did you miss a live broadcast in Japan? Well, just watch it on TVer. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching the Pokemon Music Fest 2026. It's over.
Kind of unceremonious ending, all things considered.
I agree. I don't know what to well, I do know what to score it, I suppose. I was a little disappointed. That being said, there were some sick moments, cute moments, funny moments, all my favorite kind of things in a Pokemon piece of entertainment. I don't know whether to give it an 8.0 or somewhere in the 7s. So I will decide the answer after listening to you two tell me what you thought of Pokemon Music Fest 2026. Take it away.
It was long.
It was very long.
I wish I knew Japanese.
Yep, it would be sick.
That'd be sick.
Overall, I enjoyed it. I would have loved to know Japanese for some little bit more context of what's going on. I picked on like a lot of things that like, yeah, like these are celebrities who like Pokemon, like these are the songs, whatever. I would have loved more, like Dot, for example, or Frito, or...
Oh, can you imagine if they would have brought out Fritos? Oh, it's so sick.
They could have just had somebody cosplay as Fritos.
Yeah, or I don't know. I thought it was also going to be more... I thought it was also going to be more general Pokemon. Like, I didn't realize that would be so specific to the existing series. Like, it makes sense in retrospect, but, like, I thought it was, like, overall,
Oh, no, it makes less sense in retrospect, because going into it, I was actually expecting it to just be about the current series. When you reframe it in it's the 30th anniversary, that makes it weird.
Yeah.
Because they could have had any number of characters.
I mean, like we said last week, the Horizons ended. This is just a bonus little series we get. This is like epilogue Horizons Gaiden we're about to get. So I think you can have a little music fest after the series ends and don't invite Dot. No big deal.
It's just weird because it didn't seem like they just, I think, threw together the last minute. I wish they had more in-depth celebrity appearances instead of just like, oh, hey, this person likes Pokemon. This person likes Pokemon. They should have either done interviews or had them say what their favorite entry was, like make it more connection. Now,
maybe they did. You don't speak Japanese.
I will say that I am not the target audience for this production.
What are you talking about? You're always listening to Cutie Street. Every time I see you, you're talking about Yuno-chan and her greatest and her latest.
It's true, Taylor.
That was a temporary tattoo, first of all. Second of all, it's fine. I like her as much as any other artist.
I had a fun time with it. Okay. I know what's going to end up happening. I want to give it in the 7s, but I know Geese, Peep, and Taylor are going to give it such a comically low score. I have to bump it up to 8 to just fix the, the bell. What do you call that?
I'm giving it in the 7s.
Taylor, what is that called when you get a grade? You know, everybody does poorly, but you grade it on a curve. You
curve it.
There you go. Yeah, we're going to curve it.
It's a bell curve.
So what's your 7 point what now, Taylor?
I'd say it's a solid with the mentality. Okay. All right. Frame of mind is I'm not the person that this is for. This is mainly for a bunch of kids. So I have to think about that.
Maybe you missed AKB 48 grown woman losing her mind over Liko and Roy. Voice actor.
Oh,
yeah. That's not a child.
Right.
That's a grown performer.
It did have 2 really sick songs. I like the Miku collaboration.
We only had 1 kid on the entire show. Maybe that's just because Japan's birth rate is so low. That's the only kid they can find. It's the only one.
She was my favorite part of all the actual real people. She was my favorite part.
Probably because you could think about how excited she would be.
It's like the Stranger Things thing we were talking about earlier. She's the only one there actually not blinded by reality. She's like, I love Pokemon. This is great.
But yeah, a couple like the Pokemon naming from Delicious Man. So sick. Such a cool part. Love Hatsune Miku. Fuecoco part was great. They should have added more variety or something, but it does have that kind of frenetic energy that you see in a lot of Japanese variety shows, especially a lot of those that are geared towards children. So yeah, I mean, was it for me? I wouldn't watch it again, but I still think it was fine for what it was. So I'm going to say 7.4.
7.4. What about you, Geese Peep? What are you feeling?
I don't know. 7. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if it was
7.0?
more of a celebration of Pokemon in general, I would have liked it a lot more. It was way too series specific for me.
It celebrated Fuecoco, Pikachu, and Liko and Roy.
I mean, this is a Pokemon Horizons podcast. I'm sorry we're talking about a Pokemon Horizons musical fest.
Then don't introduce it with all the 30th anniversary nostalgia dump at the beginning.
That was a good Shinkansen. I was excited about that.
Yeah, it was. But include that. And the other songs outside the ones I mentioned just all sounded the exact same to me. And I wasn't thinking about that when we were watching the series, but during the musical number, I was like, oh my God, this is just the same song.
I had a lot of fun. I was having the memories, remembering how sick the song was. And to me, having the actual artist come out and perform all of them that actually performed, to me, that was real sick. I was into it. It was cool. Great time.
I did like seeing that quite a bit.
The voice actors doing their voices and cheering Fuecoco up. And yeah, I had a fun time with this. I'll just give it an 8.0. That's fine. That's a fine score. 8.0 is a great score because what does that say? It says, look.
Liko, Dot was almost there. That's what it says.
Yeah. It says, look.
Listen.
Taylor, we're really... I'm rooting for you. That's what an 8.0 is. I want to see you succeed. 8.0. I laughed. I got emotional. I thought it was sick. That's all I ever ask for in an episode of Horizons. So Pokemon Music Effect gives me all of it. 8.0. Perfect.
That Fuecoco costume is 10 out of 10. I want that Fuecoco costume in a size I can wear, and I know it's never going to happen.
I'm sorry. I'm going up to an 8.3 because I keep thinking about the voice actor for Roy pumping up Fuecoco with that heavy metal, that hard rock. And she's so into it and stomping towards Fuecoco.
Why didn't they just have the voice actors dress up as their character?
She's in her nice dress. She's,
Liko's famous dress.
Actually, I wonder if that would be weird. I think you would not want to do that. I think
for
that
the kids.
Would be I think it'd be this is professional actor. Now get in the mascot suit. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Because
I mean just wear the clothes. Wear the backpack.
Yeah, little Yuno-chan wore Tinka-Tink outfit. Even got her hair just like Tinka-Tink. Very cute.
Yeah.
Geese Peep. that concludes our discussion of Pokemon Music Fest 2026. Why don't you throw us on over to the wrap-up? Take it away. Take it away. Take it away. Take it away. What percentage of episodes have I gone? Take it away. Take it away. Take it away now.
I don't know.
5%?
Is that a reference?
To a song, yes.
Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, the Sorcery of Nympthur, ended in a classic It ended in Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses.
What?
And I was in the theater. I wish other guy had been in there because I just went, what? Just in a theater by myself saying what? Really loud. Out of nowhere. Oh, boy.
What does the theater staff think you going out alone? And I see movies alone every week, but something about just seeing a lone anime movie. Okay. Geese Peep, please.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. You can follow us at Look, Listen, Cast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Please like and subscribe so more people can find us. Also, thank you to Keith for our artwork. You can find him at twitch.tv/keysquared.
Shouts out Professor website for the
Ticklebits.
Twitch.tv/prof_ticklebits.
You said boilerplate.
Please recommend this podcast to your friends, nephews, nieces, and neighbors. And you can send questions, concerns to looklistencast@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Next week.
Did you start that sentence by saying nieces, nephews, and neighbors, and you knew that's what you were going to say? Or did you recover into saying nieces, nephews, and neighbor, like come up with the neighbors?
I've said neighbors recently, I think.
Oh, I was going to say that's one of the best recoveries I've ever heard. Because I thought you were going to go nieces, nephews, and nieces.
Yeah, no. Hey, guess what, guys? Next week, Wonder Voyage, a brand new season. That'll be fun. That'll be exciting. I bet we're gonna go fishing.
What do you two hope from the new series?
Oh, it's just got to be very goofy. I need crazy faces all the time. Give me a good thumbnail.
Have fun.
Have some fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Geese Peep.
I hope they let the B team go totally off the reservation. And they just say, hey, you do what you want to do. And we just get Alt joining the Cyclizar team, finding his dad, and Liko learning about inheriting the castle ruins from her grandmother.
Did I mention we had a comment recently and somebody was like, God, the Dragon Biker gang is so annoying this week. It's pretty good.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, hopefully Alt makes him better, I guess. All right, everybody. See you next week for Wonder Voyage. Geese Peep say goodbye 5 times. Tater's going to say goodbye 1 time. I'm going to say goodbye 1 to 2 times.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. 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 Howdy, y'all. It's me, Geese Peep. Thank you for listening to the Geese Peep Productions podcast.
Geese Peep Enterprises, doing business as Peep Industries, together with its subsidiaries, is a diversified worldwide entertainment company with operations in media networks, talent management, parks and resorts, multimedia entertainment, and consumer products and interactive media. Geese Peep Enterprises is a Dow 30 company.